Well, guys, 1 out of 2 ain't bad. Hi, I'm Matt. I'm here with Lake Erie Arms. I want to talk to you a little bit about our Topshot Clayhouse. Now, we are open to the public right now. Now, if you're a member, you are getting some pretty steep discounts. Now, I want to let you guys know we did recently actually lower our prices. So from $35 a game, we're now down to $25 a game. And again, that is open to the public, and all of our members are going to get pretty steep discounts from there. Now, I want to talk to Darbey today, guys. Now, Darbey has been helping to run the Clayhouse over here. She's got a pretty good background in this sort of thing. So let's go and talk to her and see what information we can get. Okay, guys, so I'm here with Darbey. Darbey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad. So, Darbey, tell me a little bit about your background in this.
So, I've been hunting since I was 10. I started in the clay range, well, in the clay shooting sports at 13, so in 2014 is when I started. I've been doing that for a long time, still doing it to this day. I also do coaching for a youth shooting team, and I'm also an RSO here at Lake Erie Arms.
Yes, and USCCA RSOs, all the RSOs here are certified through the USCCA. And you know, that's obviously how I met you. Was we both got hired here at the same time when this facility opened up, and I was an RSO over there with you. And I didn't realize until we started getting this Clayhouse up and running that you were so into the clay shooting sports, which was a big deal for me because it's not my background at all. All right, a lot of rifle, a lot of shotgun, a lot of pistol. But nothing like this specifically. And so it was really neat for us to be able to sort of lean on your expertise in that regard. And it's been a big help getting a lot of the RSOs here, the instructors, and a lot of the guests who come in here, get them with you, get private lessons, and get them taught up on how these things work. Now, Darbey, the Topshot Clayhouse, this is sort of a one-of-a-kind thing. Now, there are obviously some differences shooting indoors in a facility like this than shooting outdoors. Now, without getting too into the weeds, because I know you could probably talk for hours about this, what are some of the biggest things that are going to stick out to some people when coming here that they might just kind of have to be aware of before they come in?
The targets appear fast. They're not. They're within regulations. They're as low as they can go, so I believe about 42 miles per hour, roughly, give or take. You also don't have a lot of factors that you would outside, so you don't have that rain, you don't have the wind, you don't have the sleet or the hail. Yeah. You also see targets a little bit better than you would outside because you don't have greenery. So the target blends into the green, weirdly enough.
So the visibility is better here, but they also appear faster because of the perspective of having the wall behind it and everything, I assume.
Yeah, definitely. And another thing is like here you can actually see why you're shooting. So you can see where your shot pattern's hitting, so you can tell if you're far behind or if you're above it or below it. Versus outside, the wind kind of takes your shot and suddenly you don't know where you hit, and now you're kind of clueless on how you missed. But here you have that. So
we can be more consistent here, basically.
Yep.
Now, in addition to that, I know that we do have some rental shotguns here that people can use. Obviously, if you have your own shotgun, guys, go ahead and bring that. But talk a little bit about some of the rentals we have.
So we have a good selection of rentals, actually. We have 2 over and unders, we have a few semi-autos, and we have 1 pump.
And the one I was shooting was the Beretta
A300.
The Beretta A300. I really like that one. It was a 12 gauge. And we also have some 20 gauges as well for people to use.
We have one that is actually an over and under. It's a 20 gauge over and under. And I think we have one that is a semi-auto as well.
All right. So one other thing people might want to know if they're coming in here is that if you're going to shoot in our Clayhouse, you are going to need to shoot our ammunition. Now, there's a few reasons for this, none the least of which being we need to make sure we have the right ammunition out there and people aren't throwing buckshot in our clay range. Now, we do have a couple options for 12 gauge. We also have some 20 and 28 gauge, correct?
Correct,
Which we did recently lower our prices. Now, I mentioned this before, guys. Now, we went from $35 per game to $25 per game. Heard the feedback from the people. They wanted it to be lower, so we went ahead and found a way to make that happen. Now, the discounts are still being applied to that, correct?
Yes, yep,
so
for members.
So all the member discounts, the percentages are still going to be the same, so they're getting a savings as well.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, Darbey, I appreciate you talking with us. And guys, if you're interested in coming out to our facility, please stop on by. We are open to the public from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. on the retail side of things. And then I believe our ranges are open till 10 p.m. Last appointment at 9, correct?
Yep, that is true.
So you guys can come on out and take advantage of that. You can also check out our website at elliearms.net. We'll go ahead and put a link to that in the description of this video. Once again, thank you very much, Darbey. You guys have a great day.